Namaskaram. What do we know about Navaratri? See, most of us know Navaratri as 9 days of doing pooja to the mother goddess. Okay, and for the younger generation, Navaratri means good time, lots of dancing happening, not having to study all that much. Okay, it's like a vacation time for the younger generation. Let's drill down a little bit more deeper into the significance of Navaratri in yoga. So Navaratri means 9 nights. Now, in the first 3 nights, we are worshipping the goddess in the form of Durga. In the Hindu mythology, Durga is quite famous for killing the demon called mahishasura, or the buffalo demon. Right? A demon in the form of a very strong, powerful, cruel buffalo. Right? So Durga Devi is quite famous for killing that buffalo. Right? Now, what are the characteristics of this buffalo? Or any buffalo as a matter of fact. What does a buffalo do? Buffalo likes to laze around in the worst of mud, in the muddy waters. Right? It's just lazing around there, lazy. And whenever it wants, it comes out, it has food, okay, and has sex, and has its fun. This is what a buffalo does. Now, when Durga comes and kills the buffalo, what does that signify? It signifies that there is a buffalo, or the characteristics of a buffalo within all of us inside. You know, we have laziness, we have inertia, we have got greed, we have got jealousy, and sometimes we are a little bit cruel also. Right? So, in the first three nights of Navaratri, we are invoking the goddess to come and remove that bad habits from us, or that impurities in us, or that bad qualities within us, that buffalo type of qualities, or the animalistic characteristics within us. So we are invoking the goddess to come in and remove all of that from us, from inside us. Right? So that is the first 3 nights. Now, after the first 3 nights, the next 3 nights is about worshipping the goddess in the form of Lakshmi. Now, Lakshmi Devi is quite famous for, granted as, she's associated always with wealth. Right? Everybody associates Lakshmi with wealth. Now, what type of wealth are we talking about here? Is it about money? When people think about wealth, people always think money, 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 money. Right? But in yoga, wealth is not about money. Right? The great sage Shankaracharya in Viveka Chudamani explains different types of wealth. Okay, he explains 6 types of wealth. Okay, they call it Sat Sampatti. So what are the 6 types of wealth we should have? Now, the first thing is Shema. What is Shema? Shema means when we are faced with adversity, when we are faced with difficult situations in life, right? You should face it with the calmness of mind. Your mind should be calm. When you're faced with adversity, you face the adversity with calmness. That is Shema. Then you have got Dhamma. What is Dhamma? Dhamma means control of the senses. Right? So what is control of the senses? So you have got 5 senses. One of the worst senses you have is the sense of taste. Right? So you want to eat that ice cream, right? You want to eat like 1 liter of ice cream. I used to be like that long time. But you should be able to control that urge. You should say that I will have 1 spoon, 2 spoon. That's enough for me. I don't have to have 1 liter of ice cream. Okay. This is the control of your senses. Your 5 senses should be under your control. Okay, so this is Dhamma. Then you have got the third one, which is the Tidiksha. So what is Tidiksha? Tidiksha is that when you're faced with adversity, right, things are really bad. Sometimes you cannot get a magic solution for this. You have to go through this adversity. Okay, so when you're going through this adversity, you should have the patience. It is not going to go away overnight. You should have the patience to go through it some time. Right? That is Tidiksha. Okay. Then you have got faith, Shraddha. Shraddha is faith, right? For lot of us, Shraddha is about faith in God, right? Faith in your belief, right? So that Shraddha is very important. The next comes Uparati. Uparati is when you're working really hard, you should be able to enjoy the work we are doing, right? So that is Uparati. Enjoy the process, enjoy the work. That is Uparati. And then you have got Samadhanam. Samadhanam is contentment. You don't have the craving. You don't have the craving to, go after that, this, running after everything. You're content with what you have. It is not that you are lazy. Okay, it is not that you are an underachiever. You want to achieve a lot of things, right? That is all good. But, you are content with what you have now also, right? That contentment should be there. Okay, these are the 6 qualities or 6 types of wealth we are trying to acquire in these 3 nights. So when you are praying to Lakshmi, you are invoking or you are trying to get that wealth from her, right? That's 6 types of wealth. And money is no longer there. It's not even mentioned here. You know why? When this 6 wealth comes to you, money automatically comes to you. You don't have to be running around for money, right? This 6 wealth, forms of wealth comes to you, money comes automatically, right? You don't have to be running after money. Okay. Now, the last 3 nights, we are going to be worshipping Saraswati. Now, Saraswati is known as the goddess of knowledge, right? So when you talk about goddess of knowledge, what knowledge are we talking about? Is it computers? Is it science, biology, chemistry? Is it that kind of knowledge we are talking about? See, here we are talking about a different type of knowledge. It is the knowledge of the self. Knowledge of the self, right? Am I my body? Am I my mind? Or am I something different? What we are trying to realize is that there is a spark of divinity within all of us, right? And when we know that, and when we try and understand that spark, and when we realize that spark of divinity within us, we are in a state of yoga, right? We achieve an extremely blissful state. We achieve extreme happiness, right? So that is why on the 10th day, we celebrate Vijayadashmi. Right? On the 10th day, there is a lot of dance and, whatever, happiness all over. Why are we doing that? That is, we are celebrating the knowledge or the achievement of the yogic state of consciousness within us. Right? And that blissful state, we are naturally happy. And we want to celebrate that happiness. That is what we do on the 10th day. So let's just rewind once again. First 3 days, we remove our impurities, all the bad qualities within us, right? So we have got so much of bad qualities, most of us have, right? Let's just remove all of that. The next 3 days, we are acquiring some good qualities, right? Wealth. We are acquiring the 6 types of wealth, right? And the next 3 days, we are trying to realize the divinity within us, right? And when we realize that, we are in a state of yoga. We are in a blissful state of consciousness. This is what we are trying to do during Navaratri.